So how long have you guys been here? Number 2 and 3 in line.
I've been since 10:30.
Since
here at 11 o'clock
last night. Okay.
You guys will be
totally worth it.
Sorry
about that.
Yeah, totally. And you're from Santa Monica?
Close enough.
LA area, close enough. And
close by.
when did you first find out about Tesla? What's that story?
Oh yeah, that's a long one. Like ever since it started.
Since the Roadster?
Since the Roadster, and then I bought stocks in it.
Oh, so, nice. Early on.
Yeah.
So that'll pay for your Model 3.
Yeah, I'm planning. Hopefully it keeps going up so I can, pay for it. So, I really love the company.
So you've been. So when did you decide? Oh, I'm going to be one of the first in line for the Model 3.
Actually, only like a week ago. It
really?
Was like a last-minute decision. Just thought like, hey, I should kind of put, money where my mouth is, and
I'm going to do it.
Really support the company. So,
Hey, buying stock supports too, man.
Yeah, at the very least, put my reservation down and see what happens.
And what are you looking for in the car? Are you looking to get the quickest car you can? Just really care about.
The most important thing is autopilot for me. Like I really like the technology. Of course, with electric car being super fast, that's
fun.
That's fun too. And knowing that it's Tesla, that all their cars are going to be like really, really good. They usually like give you more than what you would expect, and there's always like new features.
Yeah, it's always improving. And
exactly.
And autopilot. I mean, autopilot once they produce the Model 3, I imagine will be like at even another level.
Yeah.
Should be pretty wicked.
Yeah. And zero emissions. That's where it's going. So.
Well, congratulations getting an early spot.
Thank you.
I look forward to chatting. We'll stay in touch. We can maybe you can write some early reviews of the 3 for us when you get it.
For sure. Thank you.
Ready for me?
Yeah.
I just
need some
breakfast.
coffee?
Yeah.
So this is your supporter here, getting breakfast, coffee.
Cheerleader.
Awesome. Having fun too, yeah?
Yeah. I got to sleep at home.
Yeah.
In bed.
She's smiling. She's like, I slept at home. I had a full bed to myself. It was sweet. So when did you first find out about Tesla?
I think I heard about the Roadster, but it wasn't really on my radar until I started seeing the Model S all around town. And there's obviously a ton of those in LA. And then I was like, that's a really cool car. And then I looked into the company and I researched the stock when it was right under 100 share, and I was like, I think it's time to get in on this.
Oh, so sweet. So
I got in relatively early into being a shareholder, and then, followed all the news, followed Elon on Twitter and all that, and then, just been keeping up with the stories.
Well, that is one of the cool things about these owners, these buyers. I mean, we're almost, seems like everyone's a stockholder. I mean, we're all getting in on into the company, not just the product, which is cool.
Yeah.
So that's interesting though. So it was really the on the street, seeing the Model S
I
repeatedly.
mean, like I would see 2 or 3 Model S's on my drive to work, and now it's like even higher than that sometimes. So.
And when did you decide, I got to get that 3?
When I heard that it was $35,000, and then with the tax incentives, I said, that's in my price range all of a sudden.
Fuel savings.
It can't be bad if it's anything like the S or the X. It's going to be an awesome car. Yeah. So.
No, it's wonderful. We have so many people waiting to put a reservation for a car that nobody's seen.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy. But I mean, everybody knows it's going to be awesome, right? I mean,
it can't be bad.
That would be the shocker of the century if it was not awesome.
And if it is, the deposit's refundable. Yeah, but the chances of that are 1 in a million.
Yeah.
So.
And so what are you looking for with, I mean, do you want to get a totally souped up one, or are you just like, I just want a Tesla?
No, I just want to get
drive
it
electric
ground level and maybe 1 or 2 options, autopilot to me, just to be able to press a button and go, and to be able to summon the car eventually would be awesome.
I think I'm in the same boat as you guys. I mean, of course, quick is fun, but I mean, I think anything Tesla is going to be fun, and autopilot, got to have autopilot. Right? So.
And the reason all of us are here so early is because we want to get the tax incentive.
Yeah,
like
I know.
if it didn't
I
matter,
know.
if I wanted a spec'd out car, I'd wait and order it online and not spend the night out here. So,
yeah.
Well,
it's actually kind of fun, like just doing. I've never waited in line for anything like this. So.
Yeah, me neither.
Last thing I camped out for was a PlayStation 2 in 2000. So it's been 16 years.
Wow.
It's for an iPhone or
ripe for another camp out, I think. Yeah, it's like it's time.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I know. I'm hopeful those are going to get extended, but I know everybody says it's unlikely, but.
Depends on who's our next president.
Yeah, exactly. And Congress and yeah, that's a topic for another day. Feel the burn. That's good. When did you first hear about Tesla?
About Tesla, the company? Probably when the Roadster first came out. I was like really into that.
Are you a car guy historically? Or?
Kind of, sort of. Not like a super car nerd, but like an enthusiast, I guess, in some ways. I just liked it because I like Lotus kind of design and like immediately attracted to it. And just the idea of electric cars was kind of appealing to me. So,
are you environmentally minded? Are you concerned about the climate?
Yeah, I would say so. Not as much as like my mom. She's more super hardcore.
Climate hawk, yeah.
She is. She owns a Leaf. She has
cool.
like a
awesome.
Her garden is all like drought resistant. She's super proactive on that scene, and so she's super hardcore. So that kind of like rushed off on me, and like I really wanted to get an electric car like that. So 16.
So when did you decide on getting the Tesla Model 3? And
probably when I heard the price point, I was just like, it's
like millions of people.
Yeah, I think so. And I just have a lot of faith in like the company in terms of like their what they've been doing. And I'm like a big getting on the
tech guy.
Yeah. So like before I was kids draw like pictures of like guys shooting each other. I drew like dashboards when I was a kid. That's like the first thing I drew. Like I was obsessed with Knight Rider, like those types of things. So like to walk to actually step into like a Model S for the first time, I was like, so cool. Like it's a computer, like it's awesome. So like immediately I fell in love with the tech of Tesla. So
and when did you decide to camp out? And have you ever camped out before?
I have. I think you're saying you waited for the PlayStation 2. I waited for the PlayStation 3. And I spent 3 days waiting for that.
Oh
one.
wow!
So this was not too bad. Yeah. But this was kind of like a last minute decision too.
I think everybody made a last minute decision on this.
Yeah. I think because like we just
the hype built up.
Like the hype and like seeing people waiting in Australia, I was like, oh, no, I gotta like get on this. Just kind of the mad rush.
Cool. Well, and what are you looking for in the Model 3? Just Tesla. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Or you want the souped up, as fast, as quick as possible. Or
the dashboard.
The hot dashboard. The autopilot.
That'll be very cool. Yeah, so I can go to sleep.
Autopilot in 2 years. What is it going to be? We're going to
autonomous.
Fully autonomous?
Yeah. Elon was wrong. It was funny because last time he was like, it's really far away, it's 2020, and then like starting last year he was like, it's 2 to 3 years. Like, he advanced it by a few years, but he didn't. I mean,
we'll see, right?
Well, that was a big. No,
it'll be the Model 3. Seems like would have the hardware.
They're gonna reveal part of that
to really have a lot of it covered. Right? Yeah, we'll see what they say. Right?
He's already said he's going to do the second part, which now I'm convinced is going to be all the autopilot. I think they're going to say that it's going to expand into those features. I think they're announced some.
I actually read your article about that guy over there, and that's part of the reason why I decided to line up over here.
Oh, cool. Did you first find out about Tesla? What was the moment? What was like
when they were still just producing the Roadster and they'd announced the
So like everyone at the front of the line here has known about Tesla since the Roadster, which is a good sign that early fans will ever have become the biggest fans.
The ones that can actually afford it. Now you can afford it. You can step in the line now and get a car.
Yeah, and so when did you like just decide as soon as you heard about the Model 3, I'm gonna get that one?
Yeah, actually. So I heard about it a little while ago, and right now I'm driving. 500 electric.
Oh, you have the 500e.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be fun.
It's a lot of fun to drive, definitely is, but the lack of range is definitely something that hurts at times. But
And the 500e doesn't have fast charging even, right?
it just has the standard charging mode, so
I've been dying to drive that though because it's one of the few that I haven't driven.
it's so much fun.
Do you have it around here?
I have it at the Civic Center. I had to park over there because I was like, it's probably like
It's like 3 blocks, big blocks.
yeah, big blocks. It's like
It's across the freeway
yeah,
even.
it's 15 minute walk over that way.
Free charging, solar power charging over
They
there.
do have free charging over there. I didn't have the charger though.
And so what are you looking for with the Model 3?
Extended range and just the overall Tesla design. That's what draws me most to the car.
Supercharger network, of course.
I'm not actually too worried. I wasn't planning on taking the car for like long road trips, but that's obviously a bonus that you can't do that now. So.
Yeah.
And it seems like a lot of Tesla owners, they all of a sudden become road trippers after getting a Tesla. It's like, because all of a sudden it's like, it's so much fun to drive and you can drive for free anywhere.
Yeah,
So,
Right.
that's true.
yeah. Well, congratulations getting in such a good spot. And we'll have to definitely keep in touch about what you end up choosing, configuring, early thoughts.
I think it's going to be, I'm going to go somewhat crazy with the configuration when that actually comes out. But I'm just looking forward to it.
You're going to soup it up a bit.
Yeah. Well, let's see what the car actually looks like too. That's the other thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Right, so.
It's a little important, yeah.
Yeah, it is a little, I think it's a lot important, right?
Yeah, it's got to look good, right?
Yeah.
Ray, so you're number
sir.
7 in line here.
Number 7 in line, Santa Monica, California, for the Tesla Model 3. I've been waiting 4 years for this car to come out. You know, I debated on getting the used Model S, but if I got the used one, it would be without autopilot. So I figured this car will have
That's what our buddy here, Kyle, did for
Yeah.
Technica,
feel
reviewing a used Model S.
Okay.
Had to pull the trigger early.
That's it. Couldn't wait.
You know what? I can wait. And here we are today, March 31st, on a Thursday. I took off the day's work a month ago.
I gotta remember to tell my sister happy birthday.
Yeah, you better do that. You better do that. So yeah, you know what? We're here. We got about
When did you plan to line up? When did you decide I'm gonna line up?
a month ago.
A month ago.
I predicted that this will be just like it is today. Lines of people, excitement all over the world. I told everyone. There was a lot of naysayers. People told me I was nuts and no one's going to line up for a car they haven't seen.
Yeah.
So
I think most of our wives are like, "What are you doing?
what's going on?" You know, my wife gets it now. You know, I've talked to her enough where she gets it now, and she's like, "Go get your car."
Mine let me come over from Poland, but I don't know. I don't know if she's really.
She's not 100%.
She doesn't have it in her blood yet, I don't think. But I don't know. Although one time we discovered we live in Wrocław, Poland.
Yes.
And it's not really an EV center. And we discovered all of a sudden that there's a network of chargers around the city, and there was one right down the street from us, 2-minute walk at this shopping center where we go all the time. And we're like, oh wow. So we're like, we discovered this. I think it was the next day or 2 days later. I was at home with our little girl, and she went shopping, and she called me a message. She's like, I think it's a Model S here, charging. She was excited. I was like, oh, you're into it, huh?
Come out and get a picture.
She was excited. She came home, and then we all went out together. I was like, wow, this is cool. She's into it. And we saw it was a white Model S that had come up from Czech Republic and was charging there for a while.
Wow.
Pretty cool.
It's a great story. It's a great story. That's the thing about this car. This car has brought so many people together that would have never talked or associated with each other. It's a community. And it's the future.
Yeah, I wish I could meet everyone here, but it's too many people.
It's so many people. But you know what? I really appreciate you being here. I love speaking with you guys, and to the future. It's here.
We can get you doing some early reviews of your Model 3 when you get it
Let's
for
do it.
Technica.
Absolutely. Let's do it.
And so you said you decided a year ago.
Yeah, about a year ago.
So what made you choose that over just autopilot? Or?
I'll tell you, because in my price range, the Model S was holding its value so well.
Yeah, too well.
Like it's going to be like 8 years before I'll be able to afford a Model S. So now we got the Model 3 coming. and it'll definitely have the hardware at least for autopilot. And I imagine that the software update will be released, soon after the car is released. And I figure at that price range, why not?
I think the hardware is going to be better than. I mean,
it'll be on version 3
1 or 2,
Sure.
probably version 3 by then, I think. Yeah.
Sure. But I like to say something. I like to thank all of the people that went out and bought a Roadster and bought the Model S, because without those early adopters, we wouldn't be here.
Yeah,
So
totally.
I want to give props.
Updates on autopilot, and I'm guessing that we're going to get a nose job on the Model S announcement. I don't know, what do you guys
The
think?
update, 100 kilowatts.
I mean, and the battery update seems pretty likely considering the changes on the website recently.
Yeah.
But
Dropping rear-wheel drive.
do you guys think that Model S is going to get the nose of the Model X, or?
It certainly makes sense to do the consistency across the
Or maybe it'll get the nose of the Model 3 that we haven't seen yet.
Yeah, I think they're all going to be some slight variation of the X. My guess. I think that's going to be one of their defining.
When are the mirrors going away?
I know Franz was not happy with this. And that was like the one thing he didn't like about the S was the nose. And they've obviously changed it up a lot for the X, and there was a little backlash originally, but I think not that much. And then it's grown on people. I think everybody's liking it. So.
Yeah, I think people are expecting that kind of setup now with the grill fascia going away and just going to a standard kind of clean, streamlined look.
Yeah, I think, and it's just one of those things too. That again, it's like, whoa, that car's different, right? So why is it different?
Yeah.
It gets people. So you're right in front of us, number 42 in line in Santa Monica.
Yeah.
When did you first hear about Tesla?
Tesla, the company, or the Model 3?
The company. Do you remember the moment, the scene, the context?
It was probably when they first came out with the Roadster. I remember seeing that and being pretty intrigued about the electric vehicle. I mean, I know it had been around for a while, but that was kind of the first actual cool car.
Yeah.
Rather than just a concept. There's a picture of it? So I've kind of been a fan ever since then, and then I have a lot of friends that work for SpaceX.
Oh, yeah.
So I've been following Elon Musk for quite a while, and then off into Solar City as well. So
yeah.
I'm kind of a big fan of everything that he does and his innovation. So I was pretty excited to see one that was a more affordable car.
Yeah. When did you decide that you would put down a reservation for the Model 3?
As soon as I heard about it.
So yeah, I think everybody in line has said that. As soon as they heard about it, as soon as they heard the price, or as soon as they heard about it. And when did you decide I'm gonna go camp out? I'm gonna get there super early.
As soon as I heard that you can do it at the store. I mean, I was reading a bunch of articles about it, as I'm sure everybody did, but the tax credits are the only things that worried me, obviously.
Yeah.
So I figured I got to get in there as soon as possible. So I woke up at 5:45 this morning.
I'm still a bit nervous that our spot 42, 43, 44.
It's gonna be close.
Yeah. Hopefully they're quick to market with this car.
I mean, there's still so many factors involved in where they're delivering to first, and when the number.
Yeah.
In the factories.
California should get them sooner, I think, theoretically, the way it's been done in the past, right? And if you order the souped up, are you going to get the souped up one, top of the line? Or
Probably not. I don't think I need that. I mean, 200 miles.
Those will go
miles.
faster. Those will be shipped sooner.
Right. True.
But
I don't know if it's worth. Yeah, but then what's the point of the tax credit? If it's 20,000 more to buy it, then you're only getting 7,000. It's not really worth it to me. I don't really need all the bells and whistles. I mean, 200 miles as opposed to 300 miles isn't a difference to me.
Is autopilot important for you?
No.
No? Okay.
I like driving.
I think you're the first person who didn't say autopilot was really a.
I don't drive that much to really care about autopilot. I have short commutes per day, so this would be perfect for me and my wife. So I'm pretty excited.
And any other key things you're looking for with it, design-wise or tech-wise, or?
As long as it's not too bizarre. I really like the Model S. I think it's simple, it's sleek, it's clean. Hopefully it keeps it simple and doesn't get too crazy with it.
I think Franz was a great selection for them. He's just done a tremendous job with these cars.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So, what time did you get out here? You're right behind us.
6:45.
6:45. So I got it here like 6:40 or something.
Yeah.
When did you first hear about Tesla? Do you remember?
Yes. I was driving to work one morning. I was on the 110 North, and I saw this beautiful red car in front of me, and I had no idea what kind of car it was. And I saw the little symbol,
the T.
And I went online when I got to work, and I started Googling what's the T car. And I found out about the Tesla. Yeah.
That is cool.
And then I saw how much it cost, and I was like, not gonna have that.
Yeah. When was this?
Gosh, probably about a year ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then you must have pretty quickly learned about what's on the plate, what's on.
Well, yeah, somebody posted on Facebook that the Model 3 was coming out, that it was going to be $35,000, and then of course the incentives, and so I was
Probably
like,
a Clean Technica article, right?
Yeah.
I hope.
And I'm in the market for a new car. I've had my car
so-
for 16 years.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
So did you, as soon as you saw that, did you decide, oh, I got to get that car?
Yes.
Yeah. And what color are you aiming for?
I really like the red, so that's what I'm
Signature
thinking
red,
about.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, signature red. Yeah, that'd be cool if they did.
Going for the.
And what other features, tech or autopilot or design-wise or whatever, are you looking for?
I really like the top. That's the
Panoramic roof.
yes, the panoramic roof, and that's probably the red and the panoramic roof. Those are the main two things
Supercharging.
I'm interested in.
What
right
about the
now.
autopilot? Do you care much about that or not?
Maybe later. I think I want to see how that works out.
See how it goes. And do you have friends that have you been evangelizing and getting others on?
I'm just posting on Facebook, and people are like, "Hey, that's really cool," and some people are saying they've already bought some. And so.
Well, it's an interesting market here. I mean, I'm living in Poland, where I've seen one Tesla in my city, and it's coming up from Czech Republic. But here in California, I've talked to a couple of people where they found out about Tesla just by seeing them on the street. I'm like, wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
They're all over.
That's not what I would expect. I thought everybody learned about it online.
Well, there was a German couple that just stopped and asked me, "What's everybody standing in line for?"
Yeah.
So,
No, a lot of people still don't. I mean, I'd say most of the population still doesn't know about Tesla, right?
Yeah.
Well, good luck. We'll have to stay in touch and get your early opinions on the car once you get it.
All right.
So here we are being moved around because the line here was going all the way around the corner, around the block, blocking all these stores. So they've moved this line to the street here. I guess it's not a car street anyway. So. And we even have to leave the gap for this spot. Yeah, definitely.
Our articles blow up independent of us.
Yeah. This line has gotten pretty huge. I think a lot of people came after they opened or right before opening.
It was about 300 by the time they...
About 300?
Or like at least 300.
Wow. We're good at 43, 44.
41, 42.